What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to the Scott Report, and today we're here to talk about the Ghost in the Shell episode 2. And when I told you guys last week that this isn't going to be the same Major Kusanagi that we know, I completely meant that. I mean, I'm serious, because look at what happened in episode 2. Like, this one, for example, likes to clap women's cheeks. And you know what? I really don't think she discriminates, because she probably claps male cheeks too, and I'm here for it. But anyway, the Ghost in the Shell, episode 2. The Shell Squad hits the jungle in this episode to stop someone or a hacker who has actually loaded a virus into a foreign minister's interpreter's brain, because that's the type of world we live in Ghost in the Shell. And apparently the team made a hell of a first impression in episode 1, because Aramaki just straight up came to them and was like, look, how much money is it going to take to make you guys my personal squad so I can send you guys out whenever I need to? Let's get this Shell Squad thing done and let's go. And I touched on this a little bit in episode 1, is that the Major and her squad is pretty much established in this series already. So it's not much time being wasted on origins or backstories unless they're going to go back. But I think we're just going to get what's going on with them in little bits and pieces. Like, when you are only working with 10 episodes, when you're going off the material and you're not like filling things in, because it's been a while since I've seen Standalone Complex. So I don't know how far they went into origins and things like that. But I think they're going to handle it more along the lines of how they did this episode. Like, one of my favorite characters out of the squad is Togasa. And with this episode, we got a little bit of backstory on him. Like, he does have a personal connection with this case because he knows the interpreter. So it's a race against time to get to this hacker before someone that he cares about is destroyed inside out by this virus, mind you. But we get a little bit more about his character and how he is. Like, he's the rookie of the team. He's probably the person who just came onto the Shell Squad. And in this world of cybernetic parts, androids, people dropping their whole consciousness into bodies and things like that, he likes to keep it old school. Like, he just straight up, like, I don't want to use these weapons. I don't want to jack in. I'll use as minimal tech as possible, because it kind of brings things to a more grounded type of approach for a series like this, which is crazy. But like, even like his weapons, you know, we're in the future where we have high-tech weapons like with trackers and auto fire and stuff like that. He just straight up wants to use a straight up old school revolver, you know, gun jamming. But the thing is that makes this stand out for him is that now you're going off straight up instinct. Like, you're using an old school weapon in this future world. You're depending on your nerves, you're determining using your skill, and you're determining your wit. And that's something I always liked about him. And even though I just went on a rant about that, that whole conversation between him and the Major was probably like 50 seconds. But anyway, Shell Squad hitting the jungle. We get a lot of things going on here. Major is trying to kick back and relax, and she was interfered by Bato, who was like, hey, we got a job. She was like, damn it, I was just clapping some cheeks, man. Give me some time. But we get these two hackers who are actually like in a garbage truck. And again, I do apologize for this because the dialogue goes so fast sometimes that I lose track of what's going on. But apparently these hackers were working with somebody. They're going around the city and they're getting points and kind of like corrupted points and taking over so they can, whoever they're working for can have more control. But we also get our first hint of the overall antagonist of the series, who is going to be the Puppet Master. This is one of those things where, yeah, it's going to be very new to you if you haven't watched Ghost in the Shell, but if you have seen Ghost in the Shell before, especially if you've seen the original 1995 movie, then you're going to know where this is going already. But for people who haven't, I'm just letting you know right now, the Puppet Master is who we're going to be after pretty much all season. It's just going to be interesting how they're going to get to it. So now with the Shell Squad being the government's task force, we're going to see them taking on more and more and more like kind of covert things, and we'll see how it goes. I'm just amidst like with this world, and it's always likes and dislikes. Like, I really like the series, but one thing that I'm not liking so far is that it's dialogue. Like 90% of the episode is dialogue, and then when you get to the last 2-3 minutes, then that's when the action picks up, and that's what we got here. So I'm not gonna say it was a bad thing because I still love the world, but I can't wait until we get that episode where Saru's just gonna go in and show you everything that they are capable of and what they've been working on with this series, because we saw it in spurts. Like, whenever they go in, you see the high-speed chases, you get a chance to see the animation, You see the tech, you see them jacking in, you see them going through people's minds and everything like that, and you're just absolutely wowed by the animation. But it seems like it comes just in spurts at the end of the episode. And we were left with a nasty cliffhanger too. Like, this episode ended right when the chase was starting. So I was like, come on. But at the same time, they did that so well, it left me excited for episode 3. So we'll see how that goes too. And once again, I just have to laugh at Bato because when he jacked in and saw the Major just like getting on with these two chicks, he almost malfunctioned and exploded himself. So that was funny too. It was some things that were some callbacks too. Like, remember in episode 1, the little kid that was in captivity with the kids that were being like held against their will and tortured and all that stuff? He actually escaped. Like, he escaped, and I think he might have went back to where the kids were taken hostage. And he was running things, so that was pretty funny too. It's like he's kind of like a little bit of a driver, but at the same time, nothing could be worse than what was being done to him. But it was good to see that he was okay too, and for him to actually go back to that. You know, I was also expecting more I'm probably going to butcher her name, the Takiomas, or the little spider robots. I want to see more of them. We do get to see them going into camo mode and out of camo mode and things like that. But again, I'm just ready to see everything go in. We got our intro episode. Usually episode 2 is when things expand a little bit. Like, I've been saying this for like the 10 years I've been doing content, but we didn't get too much world building in this episode. And it looks like we're going to go straight into the action in episode 3. So maybe Ghost in the Shell is taking a different approach, and maybe things will expand a little bit in episode 3. So I'm hoping for that too. Again, like, this episode really did feel like it was only 5 minutes long, and probably about as long as I'm going on this video. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I just wanted to get my thoughts out again. This episode, like, I'm not going to say it was bad, but it just felt very fast paced, and the majority of it was dialogue. So with that being said, we're definitely going to get in for episode 3 because The Ghost in the Shell is my favorite anime of the season right now, but we still got Bleach. We'll see how that goes, and I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Guys, let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. Was it too much substance for you and not enough action? Or do you like the pacing? Do you want to see more? Let me know what you guys are expecting for the remaining 8 episodes that we had to go in this one. Again, it is fantastic, but I kind of felt myself not having a lot to talk about this time. So guys, as I always say, be sure to hit that like button if you like what I'm doing around here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when I go live. Follow me on The Scott Report on Twitch. So usually on the weekends I game, so you can get some gaming goodness there where we play Marvel Rivals, fighting games, variety, and all that good stuff. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.